What's up, guys? It's Rob. Just real quick, I just wanted to talk about a couple. Their names are Marlon and Tanya. Tanya has gastroparesis, and honestly, I really feel for them. Marlon was telling me about the situation. Instantly, I thought about Kayla over here. Pretty much, long story short, she's been in and out of the hospital for about 5 years now. She's had, I think, 23 surgeries. And they're trying to raise money through PayPal. As you guys can see, their PayPal email is at the bottom of the video. So just head over to PayPal, go to send and receive. Even if you can send in, what is it? Send in what?
Send in request.
Send in request. So even if you guys only have $1 that you guys can give, definitely try to help them out. I can't even imagine what they're going through right now. They're in the Basehead community, so we're trying to help them out. Let's see how good we can do with this. What's up, guys? It's Rob. It's early. It's Sunday, which sucks. I gotta go to work later now. I used to have off on Sundays. Now I don't for the next month. I gotta work every day. So we're gonna be doing videos like this early as shit. It's like fucking 8:30 in the morning. I should not be awake right now. But what we're doing today is fixing up this amp wiring. Because as you guys can see back there, this fucking wiring is really shitty. And we're fixing that. Gonna make it look nice. When I originally installed the amps, I just kind of threw it together like I've said before. We're trying to make it look nice now, and I want to get the B-pillars back on. So we're going to do this amp on camera as well as do the battery like I said in that video. And then the other amp, it's going to be the same as this, so I'll just do that off camera, but we're going to go ahead, get started, and start taking out the speaker wires. So we're just going to be starting with our first input here for the... I'm pretty sure this is for the front tweeters. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, this is definitely for the front tweeters. So we're gonna be taking this wire out and then fucking pulling all the slack back, and we're gonna actually be routing this wire in a more proper way. We're just gonna have it come out through the crack of the fucking carpet here, because there's no way that I can get all of this fucking wire in the carpet. I've given up on that a long time ago. We just fucking do what we can here. So we're gonna have this come right about there, and then figure we want it to be cut right here. Now when we do this, we do want there to be a little bit of slack on the wires, so when we're actually putting the wire in, we have, you know, some leeway of where it can go. And then when we come to zip tie it and actually make up how we want the wires to be ran, we can always just tuck the extra back into the pillar. Every now and then too, if the fucking speaker wire is hard to get apart, especially when it's cold, a lot of the time I'll just take my strippers, go like that, and it breaks that little seal right in between them. Then you can just go ahead and pull them apart. Take that off, and then take that off. Oh shit, where'd I put my Allen key? Fuck. That is not good. Oh boy. Oh, we're having issues already, guys. Fuck. Where did I put that? Oh, this really ain't good. It's the only one I have for the mids and highs. Shit. Alright, guys, so I put my Allen key up on top of the box. For those of you who have been around here for a little bit know that it's a bad habit of mine. It's fucking crazy, too. A lot of you haven't actually been around here for a while. Subscriber count is going through the fucking roof for me. It's awesome. I love it. I appreciate everybody that's subscribing to watch all the videos. And I hope this is informative for you guys while I'm cramped in between a door and a fucking box right now. Yeah, because I got a fucking tiny ass car with all this big shit in it. It's pretty awesome though. You don't see something like this every day. Usually it's like a big car with a big system, not a tiny car with a big system. All right, so we got the first speaker lead done. Looks much better. Now we're gonna go ahead and do channel 2 here. This is for the mids and the front driver's side door. And for those of you who don't know, I actually have 2 of these 4-channel amps. The other one's back behind the passenger seat. That one I'll be doing off camera. Like I said, it's going to be the same exact process as this one. So again, we're going to take our wiring, make sure it's not running through any of the wires we have not done yet. And then just kind of route it the same exact way that we routed the other one. Now this one we don't have to cut nearly as much off of. Just got to cut a little bit off.
Cut that. And do the same exact thing. Cut our wire.
And then we're gonna plug it right back into the amplifier. Come on, get in there. Come on, Lucy. Lucy's my secret girlfriend's name.
Oh yeah?
Yep. Cute name, right?
Is she 70?
I like the Cougars. Okay. Oh my God. This is definitely not my favorite way to be doing this. This would have definitely have been much easier to do when I first installed these amps. Just wanted to get them going and hear my doors. Because it took me like a month to build the doors. Alright, so I'm going to leave it off like that for now. I'm going to go ahead and do the 2 other inputs right here. It's going to be the same exact process. So I'll see you guys when it's time to zip tie. Okay, so we're using these little zip ties right here with these little eyelets. Reason being so we can actually put a screw in it, because what we're going to be doing is we're going to be taking them, it's actually backwards. We're going to be taking the zip ties, and instead of just regularly zip tying them and then still just having them flop around, I'm going to be taking them and then figure we would like our wiring to be right there. We're going to take it, make it as tight as possible, and now we can go ahead and just screw our wiring straight down and then be able to keep it as neat as possible. So I'm going to actually get a drill real quick and a screw so we could do this as we go instead of fucking zip tying them all up and then figuring out how we're going to screw them. Everything's a disaster this morning, guys.
Is it really one of your videos if you don't drop something at least 3 times?
Oh, fuck. Alright, so we're going to do... Oh, shit. This is such a bad angle to try to fucking get at.
A woman use tools. Alright, fuck. Oh, this is so difficult. There we go.
Alright, so look at how nice and neat that is. We're gonna be going ahead with another. Oh, it's a regular zip tie. Get this reject zip tie out of here.
There's one in front of you.
Alright, so now, which way do we go? We need it to line up like this. So when you do these, I would really recommend having all of your like screws line up, just because it looks a lot nicer when you do it that way. Now we're going to be wrapping all of the wiring around this one right here. Or actually, I think it would look pretty dope if we did the power and ground separately, like right next to it. So that's actually what we're going to be doing. We're doing all the speaker wires together and the power and ground separately.
So it's all just speaker wire?
Yeah, this is all just speaker wire, homie. On the other side, we still got the RCAs to do, but because I got my shorter RCAs, that'll be a lot easier now. So that's not really too much of an issue. There we go, right fucking there. Let's go ahead, we'll cut this. And like I said, we are still gonna have a little bit of slack, but we're just gonna be able to tuck all of that straight behind the B pillar so nobody even sees it. Now we take our drill in the most pain in the ass way possible. Oh my God, this is such a bitch. And I'm demonetized.
Okay. Go in. Right there. There we go, look at that. There we go.
We got that one into place. So now all that we really need to do is we got to take our normal reject zip ties. Where did I throw that one? Shit.
Right in front of you.
Did I where?
Oh wait, just kidding.
Oh, dumbass.
But it's just a broken piece of the other one.
Okay, we got one right here. So now we're just gonna be taking them, and because we got nothing to screw into, we're gonna be taking them every few inches and making sure that our wires are as straight as possible, and then tying them up, and then just going down and doing the same exact thing until we get to the B pillar. Okay, so as you can see, this little harness right here looks 10 times fucking better than how it looked previously. So we're going to be going ahead doing the same thing to the power, ground, and remote wires. And then this one, we're going to be zip tying right about here. And then this is going to get screwed in right fucking here. Just got to go ahead, cut the excess off.
Make sure you don't cut your wire when you do that. That would be bad. Your wire is so thick, though. You never know.
And then we take our drill in the most pain in the ass way possible. Don't worry, guys. We're not screwing through our speaker wires. We were just trying to get that. And I just, oh, fuck. Damn it. Gotta start off nice and slow. I can't, when I have it like this, I always fucking forget. And I try to go, full blast. But I can't be doing that. And there we go.
And now all our neighbors hate us on this Sunday morning.
What?
All the neighbors hate us now
Why?
because you're making noise.
I'm not making a lot of noise. We're gonna take one more of these. Start right there. I don't even really think we need one right there. We'll take a regular zip tie and throw it there. I think it'll just. I don't even. No, we don't need it. We don't need it. All right, so this side's all done, guys. We got to do the same thing to the other side as well as with the RCA wires. The RCA wires will be plenty easy. All right, guys. So we're calling a little bit of an audible, and I don't have my fucking a 13 mil. That I need to do the battery, so we're just gonna go ahead do the RCA side of this amp as well as the other amp. As long as we have time, we'll get them both done today. So first things first, gonna take our RCA over here. We are going to stretch this out just a little bit more, just so we can have this wiring go right down here, and then we can adjust it how we need on the other side. So we're going to be taking our zip tie, go right about here with it. What? What are you laughing about?
You.
What the fuck did I do?
You're like hovering over.
This is hard to do, alright? Yeah, we'll take it just like that. We'll take our wire strippers and we'll cut it. I would recommend also trying to get as close as you can to that little nub, just because it ends up looking a lot nicer usually when you're able to do it that way. Now we can go ahead and screw it down right here.
It should be a little easier to use my drill from this position. I was thinking, just take it. Maybe, okay,
So we want this to go right fucking there. And this is definitely going to be the more difficult side to wire as well, because we got to take all of these inputs over here and then make them look all nice going under the amp into the B pillar. So this one right here will take some time. Now we're going to go ahead and how are we going to do this? How are we going to? All right, so we're going to stretch that out just a little bit more, and we're going to do one more zip tie right here at the very bottom of the box. And then, honestly, guys, a lot of this, I'm just kind of making up how I want to route these wires as we go along. But I'm just trying to give you guys a general idea of how you would ideally want to do this. Okay, we need it to go this way. And then also, it is very important to make sure you get all of your screw holes in the same position. Just because if you have them flip-flopping sides, it looks really bad. So try to avoid that if you can, guys. If you guys have done something like this previously, you guys would know that it looks pretty bad when you do it that way. We're gonna go ahead and put our second screw in for our RCA. And I'm only using inch-long screws, so these aren't even penetrating all the way through the wood of the box. I wouldn't recommend using like super long screws for this, because most of this box is like 1-inch MDF with all corner bracing in every corner. So like that probably didn't even go into the corner brace right there. All right, so we got that all said and done. So now we're gonna start working on our speaker wires right here. And we're going to go ahead and get that going. Start off with our first input here for the tweeter. Untangle the wires as we go. And try to make some sense of this fucking mess. I can't believe I did this. This is terrible. Don't do this, guys. See, like, this wire right here, this isn't even fucking connected to anything. Why did I leave this here? So we're doing the same thing as we did before. Just gonna go ahead, take our inputs out. Put our Allen key back up there and flip out later because I can't find it. And we're gonna... This is gonna be such a bitch to do.
Better hope the Allen key doesn't fall into the port.
That'd be terrible, holy shit. I'd be lost forever. Fucking come up flying at me one day. Alright, so we want to make sure, like I was talking about before, that we have room to be able to route this wire underneath the amp back into the pillar. So we probably won't be cutting too much off of these wires, and then just end up tucking more of it into the pillar on this side than we did on the other side. Oh shit. Hi, fell through right here. That's pretty convenient. On this side, we're also going to have to adjust our power and ground wires, which is one thing we didn't have to do on the other amp. Which kind of sucks, but what are you going to do?
Trying to keep all of our garbage in the sucking cup holder, but it keeps falling out too. So we got that there. Now we're going to go ahead, and all we got to do now is just plug in our positive and negative speaker wire. Negative, positive. And then the negative.
Alright, and then what I always like to do is I like to give it a little pull test here just to make sure it's not going to come out very easily. Now I'm going to go ahead and do the other 3 speaker lines off camera since you guys already saw me. You guys saw me do 2 on the other amp and 1 on this amp. So you get the general idea of what we're trying to do here. So I'm just going to go ahead and tighten that up real quick, and then I'll see you guys when it comes to, I guess, zip tying them, because we're going to zip tie them separately from the power and ground again. Alright guys, so... Oh, wrong way, that would have been bad. Would have been down a zip tie. So I got all the wiring cut to the correct length, and it's already starting to look better back here. I personally like it. Fucking I hated it looking like that. I was so embarrassed, like, when people wanted to, like, see, like, the back of the car, you know, see actually how big the box was. I hated opening that fucking door. But now I can open the door. Where the fuck did I put my cutters at? We'll worry about that later. Actually, no, I need to do it now. Oh, God. Oh, they're right here. Cool. That's not too bad. Alright, crawl back up in here. Gotta crawl back up in the bitch. Got that cut. And now we can take our screw, just like we were doing before, and put it right into the box. Come on, get in there. There you go.
Yeah, we got that in there.
Now we're gonna go ahead. And when we do our power and grounds, we're going to be having them flipped like on the other side of this wire. So this won't really be in the way. But we'll take another one, have it going straight down, and then we'll start angling them underneath the box along with the RCAs. And what I like to do a lot of the time is I'll get the zip tie like started like that, adjust the wires, and then tie it up the rest of the way. I just find that makes it much easier to do. So now we got that all set, so we can go ahead and cut the zip tie. And then we just grab a single screw, and we put it back in like we've been doing. I hope you guys are understanding the concept of this and just kind of watching it come along and really see how much of a big difference this makes. I know a lot of people, they do like their own installs. They don't particularly care too much about the wiring, and personally, I mean, it's not the biggest deal in the world. But just look at how much better and nicer that looks. It just gives you a much nicer looking install as opposed to just having fucking wires ran each and every way. Now this is where things are gonna kind of get fucking challenging. because now we got to start running the wiring underneath the amp. This ain't gonna be fun. Nope, nope, nope. Alright, so let's get this ground. That's the power wire. Let's get that out of there. I'll put this right there. That'll go in just like that. Ah, shit. Okay. Right, grab another screw. Get this all lined up. Oh shit. Come on. Alright, so as you guys can see how the wiring's really going to start being routed, I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to do the rest of this speaker wire and RCA off camera, and then I'll show you guys when we get over onto the other side, as well as doing the power and the ground separately. Alright guys, so time to do the positive and negative. Kind of wanted to hold off on doing this, but we got to get it done. We're doing the ground first, and we are keeping all the power alive and everything. So if you're doing this, and I would recommend disconnecting your power, to be completely honest. I really would. If you're not going to do that though, just be safe, be careful. With the ground wire, of course, you don't have to worry about grounding it out or anything because it's the ground wire. But especially when it comes to doing your positive, something you're going to want to be careful of. And we're just going to go ahead. And this wire we have to cut almost exactly to length because we're not really going to have too much leeway. So we'll cut it right there. And then take off our insulation. And this will probably spark if you guys are doing it. Babe, don't fucking flip out. It's not going to spark a lot.
I'm not flipping yet.
You backed up though as soon as I said it was going to spark. It won't spark a lot, seriously. It just might a little bit. And like I've shown you guys before, all you got to do to make sure it's not going to when you got your hands on it and everything is just go tap it a little bit. Now we're going to try doing this actually the same way you do a battery. So we're going to leave that for now. And now we are going to disconnect our positive lead. And then we're going to reconnect the positive first and then the negative after. Same way you would do a battery, hoping in theory that it won't spark. Now this is gonna suck trying to do this while making sure we don't ground the wire out. So we got to get this power wire back behind all of this speaker wire and RCA's because I don't have another fuse.
And how would you know if you ground it out?
It would spark. Yeah, that, and then also when I go to reconnect it, it won't play because it'll pop the fuse, and I don't have another one of these fuses. So this one we're going to leave a little bit more slack on because we can always pull this back into the back half of the car. And we got that connected. Now we're just going to go ahead, take our insulation off here. I know some people like to do this with a razor blade, but I'll just go gently through with the thicker wires like that, with the cutting part of wire cutters. And just be very careful not to go too far through. And also, if you guys are any bit worried about doing this, any time that your foot is touching the ground, you can't electrocute yourself. I'm not even trying to make you guys be less scared, but that is true. Anytime you're touching the ground, oh fuck, did I really just cut this too short? We got a little bit of slack back. Cut that a bit short, but we can make do with it. I can't believe I just fucking did it. We were able to get a little bit of slack. As I was saying, I needed to leave this one a little bit longer. Kind of scared. I don't know if this is gonna pop at all. I don't like it when it pops. Alright.
Do you have more of that wire if you need it?
Not long enough. But we got this. Oh, look at that. It didn't pop. And I don't really have any tips for you guys on getting on getting your wire in here without it like fraying out. I'm not too great at it myself. A lot of the time I'll just go through and clean it up afterwards. And of course, you know, I'll do the best that I can do. Oh no, we got a little bit of slack. It's just a thick wire, so it wasn't letting me fucking pull it at all. Okay. So we got that all connected. And now we are gonna go ahead and connect our ground. Back this screw just a little bit. Now let's see. Oh, same thing. Oh, wow. Okay, so I figured out something new today. That if you reconnect an amp positive to negative while it's live, it will not fucking spark. Seriously guys, I did not know that. Because 9 times out of 10, when I'm wiring up an amp, it's already like no power. So it's not something that I really have to ever worry about. But now I know for next time, and now you guys know too. That is definitely a useful piece of information. Let me know in the comments below if you guys knew that and I was just being a dumbass. Because I'm being serious, guys. I had no fucking clue about that. Alright, and then you want to go through and make sure that none of your copper is touching any of the other wires. As you guys can see, we do have a little bit sticking out there, but it's just because of how much of an angle this has to come down on. That's going to happen no matter what we do. I'm going to try to get the ground in there, though, a little bit better. This is the one thing I don't like about using the some of the wires, because most of the wiring that I use in this car is oversized wire. So I'm trying to put it into like a 4-gauge input. It's like the fuck. It's like the fuck. It's like the fuck. Ooh, fuck. I don't know why the fuck that happened. Oh shit.
You okay?
Yeah. Fuck, did I just pop a fuse? Alright guys, so after that I went ahead, I started up the car, turned the amps on, and look at that, we still got a blue power wire. So we did not fucking ground it out. Well, we grounded it out, but we didn't fucking blow a fuse, which is awesome. Because I don't have any more of these fuses. That was scary, that kind of hurt my finger a little bit. But look at that light shine. But we're gonna get started and keep going with our project here, guys. We're almost done. So guys, it is actually the following week later from when we started recording this video, but we have everything all done up finally. Even got the B-pillars back on here. Me and Kayla moved also. Video coming up on that shortly. That's why there's been a lack of videos lately. But I just wanted to get this done today. We're not doing the battery in this video. I'm going to be doing the battery, I think, just separately because it's really basic. Just fucking 2 wires, so... I'll really be showing that when we add the 3rd battery and get everything finalized. But yeah, that's about it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video and like the wiring on how to do it. Let me flip the camera around real quick now. Alright guys, like I said, it is another week later. It's Sunday. I gotta go to work in a little bit. I'm fucking tired, but should be having some more videos coming up soon. We haven't had internet, which fucking blows. What's up, babe? What are you doing? I got the wiring done. But we don't have internet until Tuesday, which fucking sucks. That's really it for today's video, guys. I hope you did enjoy. And as always, please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and all of that cool shit you guys do for me here on YouTube. This is Rob, and I'm out. Peace, guys. I hope you enjoyed.
I got my own weed, sucker, so I ain't gotta hit yours. I'm talking straight endo. Cali weed blowing like a Rastaman. Kush seed straight from a